achievements to this year's International Baccalaureate Honors Convocation. Tonight we are here to celebrate the successes of our students, your children, and to honor and recognize the tireless work and unwavering dedication they have demonstrated in the past 3 or 4 years here at WIHI. Your children are extraordinary. You are. They excel academically, they are well-rounded in their interests and passions, and most importantly, they care deeply about making the world a better place. As a faculty, we have the privilege of guiding and inspiring and encouraging your children each and every day. And we really want to take a moment now, because I'm sure your students do this every day, to thank you. Parents, aunts, uncles, you thank them every day, right? Yeah. To thank you for raising caring, reflective, intelligent, inquiring young people. Tonight, our talented and inspiring faculty members have an opportunity to celebrate your children's outstanding achievements. And we're thrilled that you're here to join us in the celebration. But before we begin the program, I'd like to thank a group of dedicated staff who have worked very hard in preparing and supporting for this program. Will you please stand and be recognized? Mr. Nemirovsky, Ms. Hervey, Ms. Metelsky, our WIHI PTO and student government, as well Mr. Stevens, Ms. Young Jun, and Ms. Wilson, and Mr. Ezekiel, who could not be here tonight. Thank you for all your work in organizing and supporting our students in organizing tonight's program. So let's begin. To begin, please welcome Mr. William Garcia to present the IB English Award.
Hello. These awards are very difficult to hand out because I have so many really wonderfully talented students. But the award for Senior IB Literature is awarded to Sierra Cornell. Sierra is a writer of breathtaking beauty and focus. But one of my favorite things about having Sierra in class is she brings extremely unique perspectives on everything she reads, and she is completely uninhibited about sharing her ideas, about fighting for her ideas, and it's wonderful and you're great. Mr. Kaufman could not be here tonight, so I also get to award the Junior IB to Shawana Shake. I taught Shawana last year, so I take all credit for her success right now. And Shawana is someone who has constantly works to improve her writing, works to improve her reading, and she is someone who is just able to communicate passionately and enthusiastically, and it's a wonderful sight to behold. So, next, please welcome Ms. Chris Metelsky to present the IB French and IB Spanish awards.
Buenas noches. It's a pleasure to be here to honor and recognize these wonderful individuals. So we'll start with the French awards. Will Spencer Gravel please join me? Being a language learner is all about risk-taking and being an effective communicator, and Spencer Gravel embodies both of those. He took on the incredible challenge of writing his extended essay in French, which is quite the feat, and I'm very impressed with that. So he's shown excellence over his past 4 years in the French language, and we want to honor that tonight. Next, will Sarah and Carrie please join me? Apprenticeship Program. Congratulations. Will Daniel and Bobby please join me? Oh, perfect timing. Daniel came to me freshman year and he was all gung-ho to start Spanish, and we put him on because he already had so much experience with the Spanish language, and then when I mentioned the French opportunity, he embraced it. He was so excited to learn another language, and I was so impressed by that willingness to take that risk, and he has excelled in it for the past 3 years, so congratulations. Next, I have Nagin Ahmad, please join me. Nagin is another one that has shown excellence in communication and her passion for the French language, so congratulations. Okay, now I have the pleasure of presenting my students with their awards. Will Imad Hijazi please join me? And pardon me if I get emotional. I have had the pleasure of knowing this phenomenal young individual next to me for the past 4 years. He embodies that risk-taking personality that I said is required for a language learner. His freshman year, he embraced a trip to the Dominican Republic to do community service there, and he dove right in with the language. And then he also took the risk of traveling to Europe and experiencing both the French and Spanish language, which he has experience with, and he just has excelled in both language programs in his ability to communicate effective thoughts about themes of global importance, and I'm just so incredibly impressed by him. So congratulations. Next, will Omar Asafdi please join me? So we had to do 2 IB Spanish awards this year, and because Omar has just shown, such incredible growth from seeing him as a freshman to what he's able to do now. And he took on the challenge of taking HL Spanish, knowing that it would be a challenge. And he asked me at the beginning of the year, and we created a game plan, and he worked tirelessly for the first semester and a half to really improve his Spanish language skills. And I'm just so proud of your growth and your ability to communicate important ideas in the Spanish language. So congratulations. Lastly, will Victoria Schumacher please join me? So I get to present this award on behalf of Senor Braun, who I've also had the pleasure of knowing Tori as a student. And she just exudes passion for the Spanish language, and she has embraced, again, that risk-taking personality of going to the Dominican Republic, participating in the community service there, and this summer she's going to Costa Rica, and she has just become such a fluent speaker of the Spanish language that it truly is an inspiration to be a teacher. Next, please welcome Mr. Ashley Fox to present the IB History and Theory of Knowledge Awards.
I must echo the difficulty that there is in selecting people, but I am confident we have selected some amazing people. Jonas Higbee. For the Senior History Award. Something I've always appreciated about Jonas is that he is so consistently dedicated, putting deep and meaningful thought into his work, reaching deeper and digging deeper to find answers to his questions, and has been admirable for the 3 years I've gotten to teach him. Marlise McKeelson. get to give this award on behalf of Mr. Ezekiel for the junior level, but I had her freshman year, so obviously it's all credit to me. Okay, but Marlise is a thoughtful, engaged, and passionate student who ends up delving deeper, and she is just an outstanding student in history, and very proud of your accomplishments. Now for theory of knowledge, Hira Sohail. Hira is such a notable student because she puts so much, she has grown so much, and put so much work and thought into everything that she has put into theory of knowledge, as well as all of her other classes. And I just really appreciated about her that she would take the time and dedication to sit down and delve through these deep and difficult ideas, and has, with amazing results. And I'm so glad to recognize her. Next, please welcome our IB Science presenters, Amber Peruski and Allison Thompson.
As a department, thinking about the qualities that make an individual a successful scientist, 3 learner profile traits came to mind. Scientists are inquirers who exhibit a natural curiosity and love of learning. Scientists are risk-takers who approach unfamiliar situations with courage and independence. Scientists are communicators, showing an ability to express ideas and collaborate with others. The students chosen for the IB Science Departmental Awards embody these 3 characteristics both in and out of the classroom.
I will be presenting the biology awards first. Our junior biology award goes to Magna Dumolo. Magna is and continues to be extremely passionate about the sciences. She's hardworking and she's just genuinely curious. And that's, to us, what jumps out and makes someone a good scientist. Our senior biology award goes to one of the most passionate people about biology, besides me, Emma Nelson. Way of looking at everything. Her IA was astounded me just because it just went way over and she came up with something about pear trees and pollution in her own way of measuring data that was way, way beyond what I would have expected anyone to do. So I just have always appreciated your passion for science, and you've always lit up the room with that passion. So thank you, Emma. Of also presenting our ESS awards. Our junior ESS award goes to Kavya Pratapa. Kavya is one of the most detail-oriented and just all around. She wants to understand everything as deeply as possible. Like, even when I think like she has a deep understanding, she's like, no, I'm gonna go deeper. So I've always appreciated that about her, and I only am sad that ESS is only a 1-year course and I only get to see you for this huge short time you have left. So thank you, Kavya. Our senior ESS award goes to the person I really feel this class was like made for, Luke Zimmerman. When I first was presented with teaching this class, I immediately was like, okay, I haven't seen Luke since he was a freshman, but oh my gosh, he has to take this class.
Luke has the ability to turn anything into a debate, and not in a bad way, like a really good, powerful, enriching way, and it's just really driven the course, and it's made me excited to teach it. So I appreciate that, and thank you. I'm also presenting our chemistry awards on behalf of Ms. Felisac. Our junior chemistry award goes to Olivia Dotson. Olivia as a freshman, and she has and continues to be just a thoughtful, dedicated, and reflective young woman who, again, seeks a deep understanding in every concept that she comes across. So thank you for always just being there, engaged, and ready to go. Thank you. Our senior chemistry award goes to Jake Guthrie. To understanding chemistry. He is just again, a passionate and curious person, and that makes you thrive in the science classroom. So thank you, Jake. And our physics awards, I'm happy to present on behalf of Mr. Kane. Our junior physics award goes to Spencer Schramm. Spencer is knowledgeable, he's engaged, he works diligently in everything he does, and for that reason, Mr. Kane wanted to pick you for this award. So thank you. And our senior physics award goes to Mr. William Dirksen. I feel like I would have known if William was here, and that's what I wrote about. So the reason why Mr. Kane chose William is because of the enthusiasm he brings. I think all of you know, if you know William, you know William, okay? So he brings the energy and he lights up a room, much like I know that you guys have those circuits and batteries that light up things. Like, that's why he was chosen for today. So, thank you.
Welcome Dan Giddings, Michael Gilmartin, and Harold Hermanson to present the IB Math Awards.
Alright, first off, I want to start by saying how immensely proud I am of all of you tremendous students. Yeah, give a round of applause. We've asked the world of you, and you have continually exceeded my expectations. I hope you have continually exceeded their expectations, which I know are crazy. I hope you have continued to exceed your expectations, because I am never not impressed by all of you. This year, I have the privilege of teaching Math HL1. It's the first year of an incredibly demanding and rigorous course where we challenge students to form deep understandings of the inner workings of mathematics and make connections between ideas and concepts. One of the challenges of having so many driven and brilliant young minds in the same place is that there can often be a fear of exposing oneself to anything less than perfection, and that mistakes can somehow make you dumb. One of the most impressive traits of the student I have selected for this honor is their willingness to put themselves out there and expose their understanding and potential misunderstandings to their peers. This student is a frequent volunteer not only when they know the answer, but more impressively, even when they aren't quite sure. Their willingness to take risks and contribute their ideas is exactly the behavior I hope all of our students develop, or is the risks that help lead to growth and learning. Over the course of the year, the student has shown a growing desire to support the learning of their peers and has developed an impressive acumen at teaching their classmates. My one hope for this student is perhaps this award, this recognition, will help them step back from their overly self-critical ways and recognize how truly brilliant that they are. It is my privilege to award this honor to Casey Yang for her mathematical brilliance. HL2 with Michigan Inc.
And as Mr. Gomar forgot to add, everyone's favorite group of all, math. I see some laughing, I don't get this joke. I've made this joke for 4 years, I don't get it. So I just want to announce to you that it was a hard decision to make for this award because I've had this group of seniors for 4 years in a row. Same group. So tomorrow morning will be rough because it'll be hard to say goodbye to that group. For this student, the reason I chose this student is because they showed so much growth over the years in their math, both in their math and their confidence. When they first came in, they had never taken geometry. They said, am I in the right class? And I assured them yes. I saw the first couple assessments and I'm like, double yes, you're gonna do fine. And she does a great job of modeling not just how to help students in a situation where they don't understand, but when she doesn't get it, she models how to ask questions and to make sure that she goes about testing the problem the right way. And she also helped answer the question this year, is there so much thing as too much math? And I've always said no, there's no such thing as too much math. She answered yes, because her IA went about 12 to 15 pages over before we started having to edit it down, and about 2 to 3 math HL extension topics more than she was supposed to do. So we had to work to get that down. So it is my honor to award the math HL2 to Yara Altawio. Mr. Hermanson for the SL Awards.
Hello, hello. I have the great privilege of presenting the Junior Award today in place of Mr. Basler, so I can't really grow a beard like he can, but I'll try to fill his face, so to speak. The Junior Award goes to Ms. Ari Nestor. Mr. Basler speaks and says, I wish I could be there to present today the honor to Ariana Sport as an outstanding member of our Math SL classroom. Ariana exemplifies many of the traits that make a good mathematician. She's thoughtful and capable of deep focus. She's inquisitive and asks timely and important questions. She contributes ideas to discussion without overwhelming or derailing it. And she is pleasant, kind, and courteous. Ariana doesn't always dominate any concept the first time, which is not the primary criterion for selecting her. But what really sets her apart is her ability to reflect on her own understanding and grow from that reflection. There have been multiple times this year that Ariana has come to me after school with a question, and rather than start with, I need help with this, and waiting for me to basically unearth the spots where she needs help, she instead follows up with, but here's what I do understand, leading me exactly to the gap in her knowledge. Ariana's ability to exactly pinpoint gaps is an incredibly powerful tool, one that will allow her to further her education in any field, under any circumstances, and it is my pleasure to honor her with this award. And then for the SL2 award, I have the pleasure of honoring my student, Miss Hadia Hayter. So, when I was asked to come up with a student to award excellence in SL2, I actually had one name come to mind instantly. There are many good mathematicians in the course, but one thing sets Hadia apart from her peers, and that's her consistency. It's not an easy thing to do, come to class every day with a positive attitude and focus on math for 90 minutes. I myself find it hard, but Hadia somehow makes it look easy. She strives to grow in each of the IB learner profile traits, but after reflecting over the course of the year, one stands out to me above the others that describes her math performance, and that's inquire. In class, Hadia is fearless in the face of adversity and has an innate ability to ask pinpointing questions about something I may have left out. I'm often left speechless for a moment, and in the process often find myself being a better teacher of thinking of better ways of explaining difficult concepts. It's obvious I should have thought of this before class, when the usual echoes through the rest of the room after I answer her question. So it's an honor to stand up here today and recognize her accomplishments. Thank you for pushing me to become a better educator, Nadia. Mr. Giddings for starting.
In case you didn't notice, we're actually making a very symmetrical way of doing this. So Gilmart's going to finish and yeah, it's a math thing. So I'm also speaking on behalf of Mr. Bassler that was not able to be here, and he apologized, but I would like to recognize Daisy Morey. Should you come up, please? And apparently, much like Mr. Bassler, she's not here. So I'd like to read on her behalf. Daisy's been an outstanding student in math studies since the first day of class. She's shown a deep intuition for numbers and willingness to explore them. Daisy always takes care to produce work of the highest quality. What is true of her work in general, her last project, a math modeling paper attempting to calculate the true death toll from early years of AIDS epidemic, is of special note. It was so thorough and well put together, it was just a little more detail, could have been a top-notch IA, rather than just a unit project as a junior. While the precedent Daisy sets in my class is high, she always helps her fellow students by explaining her reasoning clearly and humbly. It is my pleasure to tomorrow present her with this award.
Where's Dr. Robert? Can you stand up, please? Come on over, Robert. Studies 2 is a very passionate group of students. They have worked very hard to cover a very wide range of topics. We've gone everywhere from practicality with finance, all the way to abstraction with the foundation of calculus. It has been an enjoyable, an eventful, an interesting journey to go on with them. I chose Robert to recognize here tonight because he has been a consistent leader in the classroom from day one. He has never been shy with sharing his views and his understanding of the topics at hand, and he has shown an admirable willingness to support his peers who may not yet grasp the material as concretely as he does. He has pushed his peers and himself to impressive levels this year, and I have no doubt he will continue to do so wherever his interest may take him. A strong mathematician and relentlessly be stalwart in the classroom, it is my honor to recognize Robert Logan, not only for his personal excellence in mathematics, but also the excellence which he has enabled his peers to achieve. Next, please welcome, where is Mr. Pearson with all of the fun music and arts. I couldn't find it.
I think he's making a short joke. Couldn't find it. I know. I'm here tonight to represent the Fine Arts Department, and so I'm going to start with art first in place of Ms. Horsch, who could not be here tonight. Our first award goes tonight to Annalise Trent. These are sentences or paragraphs written by Ms. Horsch, so I'll read them as if I'm her. I have seen Annalise grow from freshman year until now. Her voice as an artist, as a student, and as a person has grown stronger and much more assertive with time. I have seen her dedication and pride in everything she does grow constantly. I'm extremely proud of the young woman and artist she has become, and so excited to see what the next year brings for her. Congratulations. Our next award goes to Bailey Dougherty. Is Bailey here? I have not seen her. Okay. Well, Ms. Horsch says, I have seen Bailey grow as an artist, as a student, and as a person during these 4 years. I'm very happy to see how her personal dedication and creativity has set her apart and allowed her to have her own voice. I am extremely proud of the young woman and artist she has become. The next department awards go to our IB music students. The study of IB music is multifaceted. It not only encourages high level of student engagement and effort, but also compassion, open-mindedness, and especially ingenuity. These students tonight have shown not only an interest in the area of study, but they use any feedback given to better themselves as well as those around them. And I've been proud to have them in my classroom. Our first award tonight goes to junior Kaylee Smith.
Kaylee tonight is being recognized for her growth mindset, her unwavering positive attitude, risk-taking in a learning environment, and her dedication to not only bettering herself, but contributing to the knowledge of others. When Kaylee first came to IB Music, she was fairly blunt with me. She said, "I don't know if I'll be here in 2 weeks, we'll see how it goes." And after 1 week, she said, "Mr. Pearson, I don't know everything, I don't know what's going on, but I love it." And she has worked so hard to continually improve herself, and also those around her. I'm very proud of her. Our senior award goes to Chrissy Hart. Chrissy is being recognized for her strong musical abilities, her commitment to fully utilizing all of her time for hers and others' success, and for being a very passionate representative of our music program. She always paints IB Music in the greatest picture. She challenges herself, challenges others. She performed a beautiful and stunning recital for IB Music, and she embodies the spirit that it requires to not just be a successful musician, but also a successful person. So congratulations. Our Music Ensemble Awards is the next section, and this will represent students from band, orchestra, and choir. Performing in a music ensemble at WIHI requires students to not just be engaged in their learning, but also self-directed, cooperative, and energetic. These students have not only met these objectives, but exemplify all these characteristics. They have grown as individual musicians, worked through difficult situations and challenging musical literature, shown great pride for their work and the work of their fellow musicians, which I think is more important, really. Met their responsibilities, and embody all of what it means to be a WIHI music student. For band, our junior award goes to Daniel Diamante. Daniel's receiving this award for his growth mindset, his passion, and desire to always be better. Daniel started playing the trumpet in 5th grade, and then did not play the trumpet again until 9th grade at WIHI. And he came to me and said, "I want to play the trumpet." And so he started as a brand new beginner on the trumpet in the 9th grade, and by his 3rd year, he's performing at an incredibly high level. He's in the advanced level band, the wind ensemble, and he's performing absolutely wonderful, and not even just on his instrument, but he's inquisitive. He takes opportunities outside of class to better himself as a musician, including composing music, and also taking on conducting. So congratulations. Our senior award winner is Grace Swanson. Grace is receiving this award because of her strong ability as a performer, her never-ending positivity and leadership. She not only embodies the team spirit, but has weathered difficult situations ranging from challenging literature, being a member of multiple performing ensembles, and inspiring her classmates. She is a joy and a wonderful person to have. She takes on extra opportunities, whether it's volunteering her time to help other students, performing in the flute choir, as well as being an inspiration and a passionate member of our team. Thank you very much, Grace. Our senior award for orchestra goes to Jillian Gatecliff. Jillian has been a member of our orchestra for 4 years and has been one of the most consistent with regard to being engaged, proactive, and especially compassionate. She's been a positive force for our underclassmen and has proved to be prepared every day and very communicative of her needs as a musician. In particular, her ability to reflect on performances, her desire to support others, and even more amazingly, her ability to find balance as a student who is so busy and so involved and still has time to do these things wonderfully. I'm inspired every day to get to know you. And our junior award for choir is going to go to Maya Rotmer. Ms. Dresser could not be here tonight, so I have a message written from her, although I can confirm its validity with you as a wonderful IB music student as well. Ms. Dresser says, over the course of the last 3 years, Maya has consistently demonstrated high aptitude and commitment to the choir program. She's not only dedicated time during her second block to learn concert choir music, but she's also a member of a second choir, which is the chamber choir. This year alone, and I don't know if she's counted this, but she has had to learn, I should say had, she's had the privilege, the opportunity, and the joy to learn 22 pieces of music. I don't know if you counted. Did you count? No, she did not count. That's a lot of music for a student, and she has done so wonderfully. Ms. Dresser and the music department are honored with your talent and your dedication. Okay, here we go. I should be welcoming Tricia Metelsky to present the Build On Award.
Will Walker and please join me. It has been a joy and an honor to know this extraordinary young woman beside me for the past 4 years. She has shown such excellence in leadership in the Build On Club and has shown such a passion for reaching communities that would otherwise be left without access to education. She really understands and embodies the global citizenship that we promote here at WIHI, and I'm so incredibly proud of you. Next, please welcome Mrs. Jocelyn Fletcher Young to present the Bluebird MK Diversity Alliance Awards.
Good evening. It is my pleasure and honor to present 2 awards for 2 different clubs that I have the honor of being the faculty representative for. So we will do the Bluebird MK presentation first. So Ms. Zufa Ashraf. Zufa has been a faithful and dedicated member of Bluebird, formerly Everyone's Free, since her freshman year. She served as our vice president for the organization this year, and what impressed me most about her throughout the year was her real dedication to making sure that our younger members learned from her experience. She was constantly showing, taking notes on the board, still asking them for their input, not necessarily directing them, but encouraging them to get invested and involved in this program. And it was truly an honor to work with him. The next club that I am the faculty sponsor for is the Diversity Alliance. Mr. Nelson Andres Stockdale Garay. He could not be here tonight. But in our first year with the Diversity Alliance, Andres has been our fearless leader. He served as president and has been involved with the organization since we started our first Diversity Day when he was a junior. And what impresses me most about Andres is his deep understanding of problems that our society is facing and his willingness to work hard at those problems and find different ways to address them. So whether it's being involved in the Black Lives Matter movement, which he is involved in, being involved in the Gay Straight Alliance, being involved in Build On and addressing issues of access to education and literacy, he understands these problems and how they're all interconnected and works to solve all of them at once. So it's an honor to see him, and he gives me hope for the future. Next, please welcome back Mr. William Garcia to present the Drama Club, Forensics Team, and Gay Straight Alliance.
This year, our Drama Club Award goes to Aria Davis. Aria participated in every level of the theatrical process. She was assistant director of our Noises On production last year, where she was instrumental in wrangling our chaotic cast into a chaotic play and really making it a success. She directed her own one act this year that turned out just beautifully. And she was Caliban in this year's production of The Tempest, where she was just wonderful on stage and in rehearsal. Miss Morgan is not here tonight, so I need to award the Forensics Award as well. And this year it goes to Chrissy Hart. Under pain of death from Miss Morgan, I'm supposed to tell you that Chrissy is wonderful not just for her own accomplishments in forensics and her own abilities, which are substantial, but for her encouragement of her team and just your guiding of everyone through the process of forensics, encouraging them, helping them in every way, in every level, that you're just wonderful. And finally, the award for the Gay Straight Alliance, let's tell them. I'm a big fan of all of the IB learner profile traits: knowledgeable, risk taker, inquirer, but I always feel like IB, the caring, if you're not caring, none of it matters. And this person right here, it just bleeds caring. Everything she does, she's got to focus on justice, on equality, on making sure people are safe and comfortable, and it is just the most wonderful thing to step back and witness someone who is so passionate about the rights and needs of other people. Next, please welcome Mr. Ashley Fox to present the Model United Nations and Pan-African Student Union Awards.
A year and a half ago, Tiffany Askew and Aria Davis came to me and they said that they wanted to make a Pan-African Student Union. Tiffany led this effort because she cares deeply about making sure that everyone feels like they have a place to be, and a safe place to be, in a place where they're understood, recognized, and celebrated. And she has taken the group from not existing to being a group that has done so much to build vocabulary, build the understanding of the student body, as well as raise a fair amount of money to help out wonderful causes. I'm so proud of her efforts, I'm so proud of her dedication and leadership, and she's just awesome. Next, I get to honor Chloe Andrews. Mr. Brink and I got to inherit the very successful Model United Nations this year from Mr. Nguyen. And that meant that we knew almost nothing about Model United Nations, and that Chloe and Tess and her other leadership team knew everything about it. And she not only led the group very ably, she also led her teachers very ably in figuring out what the heck we were doing. She displayed excellent leadership. She got everyone to understand what they were talking about, to be able to argue their positions. She also was recognized as well for her leadership of the USA delegation at a recent conference, as well as leading the team for the third time to be the best prepared school. at the MOM Conference, the Mid-America Model United Nations Conference. It is due wholly to her and her teammates that made this club so successful, and I'm very proud of her efforts. Next, please welcome Ms. Allison Thompson to present the award for the Muslim Student Association.
As faculty advisor for our Muslim Student Association, I am honored to welcome Ms. Marine Pervez. Marine is our acting president, and she has shown over this year that she is a true master in organizing our mass of people, our tasks, our information. She is creative, she's collaborative, and bottom line, I know if I need to get things done, she's going to get things done. I deeply appreciate her work ethic, her determination, and I am truly going to miss you next year. So, ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Marine Pervez. Welcome Ms. Amber Brewski to present the National Honor Society Award.
So the NHS award this year is going to Ms. Hadia Hayder. Hadia excels in her ability to lead, as she's great at organizing and promoting events, contributing ideas, and positively influencing her peers. She's kind, considerate, honest, reliable, and hardworking. Hadia always goes above and beyond to help in any way possible. I'm very, very thankful for all your hard work this year at NHS. And next, please welcome Mr. Michael Gilmartin to present the Spirit Club Award.
Alright, so last year we launched a few powerhouses on our Spirit Committee, a few former graduates that were with us since the inception, and despite the significant loss in leadership, this year's Spirit Committee has missed a step, and in fact, I think they did things a little bit better. And a very significant portion of that is due to Ms. Nadia Sharif. This year's success has largely been due to the tremendous work ethic, leadership, and personal awesomeness that is Nadia Sharif. So it is with great excitement that I want to recognize her tremendous efforts this year. Next, please welcome Mr. Dan Giddings to present the Student Government Award.
I welcome up Ms. Hira Sohail, please. Simply put, and I told her this earlier today, and I can't tell her enough, she is one of the reasons that I teach. From her first time I had her in math class when she was asleep, in my math 2 class as a freshman, I've not let her forget that either. Turning into the jack of all trades, treasurer, president, whatever we needed that day, secretary, maybe not treasurer, again, back to that math 2 thing, maybe not that one, but everything else, she was willing to go above and beyond to help. There's the sports saying, first to arrive at the ballpark, the last to leave, and one of the stories of hers and Marlise and some of the Stugo members will live on in lore in terms of the work that she put in to make sure one of our events happened. She embodies the mission of Stugo, and is the reason that when I took on my new position, I couldn't give it up, because all of the students in her made such a great family to be a part of. She became the face of Stugo this year, and her impact on Stugo will be remembered for years to come for all the sophomores, freshmen, and junior blood. Excuse me. All the classes below her, all the impact that she's made on all of them, and especially the impact she's made on me too. So, thank you so much. I'll welcome next Mr. Brian Dabrowski to present our academic honors.
To achieve recognition of academic honors at WIHI, students must be balanced with strength in all subjects. They must be thinkers at a critical level. They must be strong communicators. It's almost there's a list of traits they have to have to be successful. But our cum laude students with honors consistently demonstrated not just the highest quality work, but perhaps more importantly, in our learning environment, the willingness to give feedback, the willingness to receive feedback, and the willingness to grow as learners. So cum laude students, when I call your name, please line up starting all the way to our left, and then squeeze yourselves together, stretching the length of the floor to fit everybody in for some panoramic photos. Audience, please hold your applause until the end of the cum laude group. My hands need a break, right? And so do yours. So, we'll honor this group all at once after we've announced all the names. Kirthana Akela, Hamza Assad, Tiffany Askew, Hashim Aslam, Olabisi Bolanle, Anne Cleary, Aisling Cooper, Aria Davis, Bailey Doherty, Chloe Ferris, Samir Feroz, Mohammed Hadri, Nima Hassan, Zion Huda, Eric Kochman, Hania Khan, Max Lang, Sana Matlu, Daisy Mori, Marine Pervez, Josh Shah, Abdurrahman Siddiqui, Manur Siddiqui, Zach Simone, Nelson Andres Stockdale-Gure, Caitlin Tremuin, Joel Varner, Moaz Wajahab, and Aisha Yunus, our cum laude honorees. As you can see, junior and senior honorees are honored with certificates tonight. Senior honorees will also be honored with the cord at graduation, so you look out for that. Congratulations. Our magna cum laude honorees, please stand and be recognized along the length of the floor here. Nadine Ahmad, Zainab Ahmed, Nico Alvarado, Arif Ansari, Mohammed Hamza Azam, Walker Barron, Caleb Burgess, Nicholas Severko, William Dirksen, Ian Drummond, Kenza Fatima, Anna Laura Fleischman, Jillian Gatecliff, Nikhil Kalra, Sterling Martin, Maz Mateen, Sarah McCleary, Samantha Arose, Kathleen Park, Ghazi Soroya, Emma Siebert, Kaylee Smith, Hira Sohail, Sarah Suedan, and Sharon Zabo. Congratulations to our magna cum laude honorees. next our summa cum laude honorees. There are a lot of you. Get comfy. Get friendly. Chloe Andrews, Madhava Azam, Katie Bircher, Saman Chaudhry, Sierra Cornell, Alexander Saberka, Olivia Dodson, Alexander Drain, Yara El Tawil, Isra El Shafe, Spencer Gravel, Jacob Guthrie, Hadia Hader, Hira Hayden, Christiana Hart, Jonas Higby, Marley Higby, Imad Hijazi, Samra Jalani, Lily Johns, Aksa Kanwal, Rachel Kerr, Fatima Khan, Umar Khan, Nisreen Kokar, Daeho Kim, Natalie Krenke, Sophia Cronin, Claudia McGuire, Shiroz Malik, Aileen McKilson, Marlise McKilson, Izan Mubarak, Daniel Niamati, Emma Nelson, Kavya Pratapa, Maya Rodemer, Chavez Rodriguez, Teresa Rouster, Emily Schrant, Spencer Schrant, Victoria Schumacher, Shawana Sheikh, Nadia Sharif, Girish Sivakanta, Ariana Spoor, Magda Kumala, Miranda Twist, Sonia Vogel, Casey Yang, Miriam Eunice, Xiaoman Zhang, and usually last, Luke Zimmerman. Congratulations, summa cum laude, recognition. And now back to Mr. Giddings for special recognition of our National Merit Scholarship honorees.
Let everyone get a seat there. Make sure everyone went back to their same seat, right? Couldn't switch seats. If you did switch seats, now's the time to go back to original seat. Roughly 1.5 million students start off every year in the competition. This year, in October of their 11th grade, 1%, nearly about 16,000 kids, are named semifinalists and basically get a lot of college offerings, full rides, full tuition from the National Merit Corporation. This year, 3 of our 67 seniors were named finalists in this February. Will Ashling Cooper, Samra Jalani, and Yara Altawil please come forward? Was a finalist, and Yara actually received the National Merit Scholarship recipient of one of those scholarships. So, special congratulations. And you can go fact check me if you want, but I'm pretty sure we're the only one in the state of Michigan to have 100%. We've had a winner each of the last 2 years, so we're 2 for 2. Don't fact check me. We'll just say it's absolutely true. Okay, so we're betting 100. No pressure next year. So, thank you again for your And for our last awards of the evening, please welcome back our principal, Ms. Stone.
Before I present the final 2 awards, awards and release you to some fresh air and refreshments, I would like to take a moment to thank our incredibly impressive faculty. You have heard them speak so genuinely about the care and concern and deep investment they have in your children. And they don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. Those are real tears for your children. Those are real emotions and investment and passion that they have for your children, for the work that they do. And I'd like to take a moment, students as well as parents, to thank our faculty. Please stand up. Call you colleagues, truly. It really does take a tremendous amount of passion and commitment and work, sometimes sleepless nights, in order to thrive in an environment like this. And in doing that, at this time I'd like to honor two parents who have been at the heart of what we do here. This year marks the end of our PTO President and Vice President's tenure at WIHI. WIHI parents Kelly Bezrush and Kim Kronik are founding members of our PTO and have made a tremendous impact on our school community in the past 4 years. I know you're going to be horrified, but I'm going to ask both of you to stand. The countless hours fundraising, leading PTO meetings, cleaning the school for spring cleanup, chaperoning, even cooking at dances, soliciting parent involvement, being tremendous advocates for our students, our staff, and our overall school have been motivated by one thing for both of you, our students. In many ways, you are integral to our WIHI family. And to honor Kim and Kelly and their exceptional commitment, dedication, and contribution, we would like to honor their legacy with a Distinguished Community Service Award. Applause. It's like they work here, we just don't have to pay them. Starting this year and continuing each year, we will recognize one deserving student who rises above and beyond to serve his or her community. Someone who epitomizes our value of serving those in need. Someone vehemently determined to make the world a better place, as you two do. The inaugural recipient of the Distinguished Service Award will go to a senior student this year. But before I award this student, Kim requested to say a few words. She also promised to be brief.
Hi everybody, good evening. Congratulations to all the students being honored here and their families. We're very proud. No, do not sit. I just want to remind you before I start that you did text me calling me sunshine today, so remember that that's how you feel about me. For those of you here tonight who may not know me, I'm Kim Kronik. I'm the PTO Vice President. And for those of you who've seen me before, you may think I'm up here to talk about the Easy Free Money program. Tonight, I will not do that. I'll spare everyone. It's my distinct pleasure to say a few words about someone who's touched the lives of everyone in this room, as well as those who graduated and likely the students that will grace this program in the years to come. I've worked with this person on a number of initiatives, but she's been involved in many more, and here's just naming a few. helping write the PTO mission statement and bylaws, which were integral in starting our community, organizing the purchase of and hanging the international flags that adorn our gym, digging in the overgrown courtyard in 100-degree weather to find a French drain using only a shovel and blueprints that are older than 50 years, so we could turn that space into the lovely courtyard that it is right now that students and faculty use during school and after. Going to many local businesses soliciting donations for the many events that enrich our school, designing and ordering the full array of spiritwear we see on our students, faculty, and families, leading each PTO meeting for more than 4 years, leading the remodel of the teacher's lounge when our faculty had nowhere to eat or relax, grilling over a hot barbecue for hours during every passport Olympics that the school has seen, and that time. Providing fresh water source for our baby ducks that seem to find us every year, and so they have her to thank. Getting certified to judge forensics, because each team is required to provide a judge or pay a fee, and then driving and judging multiple events over the past 5 years. And for anyone who participates in forensics, you know that those are very long days. Promoting green behavior by purchasing green paper products for school events and recycling every opportunity that we have by taking the stuff home in her car rather than throwing it in the trash here. Attending as many WIHI community events like concerts, dinners, auctions, and to support the students as she is able. And this is a late addition to my speech. We did learn something from it, but assisting with mandatory mischief. Cue applause by the senior class. Unity Day and the No Hate campaign by being a linked parent liaison, listening to student parent concerns, facilitating communication between all the student groups and PTO, which is no small task. Furniture price negotiating with friends that we now have at the Michigan Furniture Property Distribution. And the final item on the list, which I want to mention is far from complete, is her ability to engage absolutely everyone. I am in awe of this attribute, which she does in a way that looks effortless to the observer and feels so sincere to the person that she's speaking to. This is a gift that our group has reaped many benefits from for the past 5 years. She makes people feel included in a way that is so natural. They forget they may at one point but not felt like part of the group. She is persistent without being annoying. She understands the word no, but I can tell you she will make you say it if she sees something that our program could benefit from. She will find a way to figure out what you do best and engage you in a project that is perfect for your skill, knowing that you wanted to get involved all along. She gives of her time to better our community like no other person I've encountered. I feel lucky that we have had her as our own. We are certainly better for it. And I know I am for having her as a friend. In recognition of all that she has given to our community, the PTO will be doing a special fundraising effort. Inspired by her years of service, and knowing that her goal has always been to better our community and environment, we have decided to raise money to purchase a bench in her honor. It will be our version of the Buddy Bench, a place where old and new friends can share time with each other in a safe and comfortable spot. All families and alumni will be receiving a letter explaining our initiative. The letter will have a link that you can use to donate online, or we're always happy to accept check or cash toward this great funding cause. The bench will go with us to the new space that we moved to in 2017. If we raise beyond what we need for the one bench, we'll use the funds to purchase other furniture for the wonderful outdoor space that the new facility is going to offer us. Please join me in thanking Kelly for all of her hard work. It's not a real celebration unless you get flowers. Hold on.
Thank you both, Kim and Kelly. Now back to honoring our students, the center of our program. The inaugural recipient of casually noting the Kim and Kelly Distinguished Service Award goes to a senior who is dedicated to serving others. She is altruistic in her core and has engaged in close to 200 hours of community service in the past 4 years. I'm going to keep you in suspense. This individual has completed community service purposefully and meaningfully. She volunteers to perform music at nursing homes. She raises funds for epilepsy research by leading an epilepsy walk on behalf of the school. She spends every Saturday for the past 3 years mentoring orphans at the Grace Care Center in Sri Lanka via Skype. And these are just a few of the service duties and efforts that we know of. Will Ashlyn Cooper please join me? You are the model of altruism. You inspire all of us with your devotion to serving others, especially those underserved. Congratulations on being the very first recipient of the Distinguished Community Service Award. Finally, to end our program, there is one final award that we as a faculty thoughtfully and carefully select. It's the IB Learner Profile Award. It's to that individual who can name all, just kidding. The Okama IB Learner Profile Award is named after WIHI's founder and first principal, and my former boss, Mr. Bert Okama, for his visionary leadership and commitment to the International Baccalaureate. At the crux of the IB is the IB Learner Profile characteristics. You've actually heard it throughout the entire night. Our faculty have just beautifully woven it into their speeches, and not specifically directed to do so, but because they value it, we live it, we breathe it. And we really do aspire to inspire you all to develop it as people. Each of these 10 characteristics embody what we hope you all develop throughout your lives. Our ultimate goal as IB educators is to promote and inspire the students a commitment to becoming, you ready? Knowledgeable, caring, communicative, principled, balanced, no, clearly you're not ready. Open-minded thinkers who inquire, take risks, and reflect on the world around them. Okay, seniors, you have until now, until commencement, to memorize that, okay? Each year as a staff, we select a deserving student who demonstrates all of the IB Learner Profile characteristics, which is a very challenging task. Many of us as adults are still developing these characteristics. And this year we identified an incredibly deserving student. I'm going to leave you in suspense again. This student epitomizes the ideal IB student and world citizen. He endlessly works to examine questions for the sake of learning. He gives freely of his time to promote peace and understanding. Whether it be his willingness to embrace a new culture on his service trip to teach children in the Dominican Republic, or his heightened awareness and sensitivity to others as a first-generation citizen. Ahmad inspires us to work to our full potential. all stood for you speaks volumes about how you have impacted them. You inspire everyone around you to be better, to do better. And by demonstrating that intellectual prowess can coexist with humility, that conviction and values can also coexist with self-reflection. Imad is a model of altruism, genuine compassion, and deep humility. He possesses an intrinsic desire to make the world around him a better place. And it is my honor to present this year's OPA Award to Imad Jazi. Close our program out, I'd like to thank our counselor, who not only spends a lot of time preparing for valuable, meaningful programs recognizing our students tonight, but students, nod if you would agree, he spends tireless hours supporting you as well every day, socially, emotionally, academically. So please welcome back to close our program, our counselor, Mr. Brian Emerowski.
We'd really like to thank you, parents and family members, for raising these extraordinary young men and women. We don't say it enough, but we are so grateful and honored to have the privilege of working with your children every day, and we so appreciate the environment we have here with support, patience, motivation, and inspiration. That starts with you at home. So students, go home and thank your parents as well. But before you do that, we want to thank our sponsors for tonight, WIHI PTO and WIHI Student Government. Because of our sponsors, we have cake and cookies. So we actually have 2 refreshment stands set up, so just go ahead and exit when we're through here near the door that's closest to you and make your way for a piece of cake or a cookie or 2. We have lemonade and water, and we hope you are able to take a few more selfies and enjoy the rest of the evening. Feel free to make your way out to the courtyard as well for refreshing. Thank you. Good night.
It's Wednesday, April 20th, 2016.